everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smoking, I'm going to show you how to make smoked sous vide tri-tip. Now, tri-tip is one of my favorite things to cook. It's readily available here in California. I live on the West Coast. I know some of you watching back other parts of the country, particularly the East Coast, can't get a hold of this particular cut of meat. And I feel sorry for you because it's inexpensive and it's absolutely delicious if you cook it right. Now, I've done videos where I've strictly smoked these all the way from start to finish. Came out absolutely great. I've also done a video where I've just sous vide cooked them, finished them off on the grill for a couple minutes. Also came out great. I'll leave a couple links below if you want to check it out. But in this particular video, I'm going to try to combine the two methods. I'm going to season them up. I'm going to cook them sous vide for around 5-6 hours. I'm going to chill them in an ice bath. I'm going to put them in the fridge overnight. And then tomorrow, when they're nice and cold, come out of the fridge. I'm going to slowly bring them up to temperature around 130 degrees on my kettle grill. I'm going to have it try to keep it around 200 to 225. So it'll hopefully get 45 minutes to an hour. Add a little bit of that charcoal. I'm going to put some hickory wood in there. And I'm hoping it's going to give me the perfect tenderness and doneness with the sous vide, and then also that delicious smoky flavor that we all love by heating it back up to temperature on my kettle grill. So I got two beautiful 3-pound tri-tips. They were on sale at my local market here, so I couldn't pass it up. And I'm going to season them each with a couple different seasonings. These are seasonings from the Atlanta Grill Company. This one's a pepper, salt, and pink salt blend. It's got pepper, garlic, pink Himalayan salt, and kosher salt. And then this one's got a little bit more spice to it. It's called Prime. It's got salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, onion, coriander, dill, caraway seeds, and red pepper flakes. So that's going to kick it up a little bit over the regular blend. But I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. So stick around. Let's get cooking. So, okay, the first thing you want to do, get the tri-tips out of your packaging, cut off any excess fat. It's okay to have a little bit on there. It'll render down because we're going to cook it sous vide. And then apply your favorite blend here. So, like I said, I'm using these Atlanta Grill Company. This one's called the Prime. And you know how this works. It isn't too complicated. We're just going to apply a nice dose of these seasonings on both sides. And then I'm going to go ahead and vacuum seal these. Normally, I don't vacuum seal, but since this is going to be, 5 hours plus, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum seal. So let me go ahead, finish seasoning this one and the other one, get them vacuum sealed, and we'll be back in a second. So here we are. I've vacuum sealed them, double sealed them on both sides because I want to cook them for at least 5 hours. I'm probably going to try to go for 6, maybe 7. We'll just see. And that's it. I got my sous vide machine plugged in here. I'm going to set it at 135, which is medium. Adjust the temperature accordingly. If you like it more in the rare, I would say like 130, 131. If you want medium rare, maybe 133. Anything higher than 135, you're going to get towards medium well done, which I wouldn't recommend at all. But that's it. We'll just wait for the sous vide machine to warm up. We'll be back in a second to plop them in. All right, it just reached temperature, 135 degrees. I'm going to plop these in here. I'm just going to drop them right down. That's pretty much it. I'm going to set the timer for 6 hours. But again, with sous vide, it doesn't have to be an exact time. I would go at least a minimum of 4. All the way up to probably 8. You could probably even go to 10. Just be careful if you go much longer than that. The consistency of the meat might be a little too tender for your liking. I like tri-tip with a little bit of toughness to it, So I'll set it to 6 hours, and we'll be back in a little bit. See you then. All right, you know what time it is. Beverage review time. We have one from the 21st Amendment Brewery. Hell or High Watermelon. It's a wheat beer brewed with watermelons. It's got like the Statue of Liberty on there picking up watermelons. What? Looks like it's San Francisco. I don't know.
You know the Statue of Liberty's in New York?
No, I know. I'm just saying what's on the can.
Okay.
And this is my son, Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
We thought we found all the beverages we could from this Jarritos Mexican soda company. But where'd you find this?
At some
Do you remember?
cafe or something.
We found it somewhere. But anyway, fruit punch. Well, you found it. Yes. So this is fruit punch. So he's going to be trying that. So this has been going for 4 hours. I'm going to try to let it go for a couple more.
You have to open this up.
Man.
I like Jarritos.
I love fruit punch. That's one of my favorite sodas. I'm not a big soda drinker, but besides.
Here, I'll open this for you.
No, I'll open it.
I'm not open cans.
No, but be careful, Kyle. I don't want it to fizz all over the place. Whew. All right. Jarritos. I bet you're gonna like this. All right. And this is wheat beer with watermelon. Let's see. Looks like regular wheat beer. It looks kind of light. It says 4.9% alcohol. It's got a big head. I poured it a little too quick. Let me see. 21st Amendment Brewery, San Leonardo, California.
Okay, I'll just drink these.
Let's just drink it? Okay. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Thank you. Ooh, this smells like watermelon. You're going right for it, huh? Cheers. My dog Dixie hears something outside. This tastes like, definitely got that watermelon. Tastes like wheat beer at first, and then the finish is almost a little bit like a watermelon, what's that candy? Those hard candies?
Jolly Rancher?
Jolly Rancher. It tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. I mean, not as strong, but just a slight hint to smooth it out. It's good.
This is good.
Okay, what about you, Kyle?
I taste a lot of watermelon for some reason.
Oh, and in your fruit punch?
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm mentioning it, huh?
But I can taste cherry and grapes.
Cherry and grapes. Wow, awesome. So like I said, guys, we're going to have this tomorrow night for dinner. So I'm going to just cook it for a few more hours. We're going to put it in an ice bath and get it nice and cold overnight in the fridge. And then tomorrow I'm going to heat it up as long as I can, get up to around 130 degrees because it's going to carry over around 5 degrees. I don't want to cook it any higher than what I'm cooking in it right now, sous vide 135, but I just want it to absorb some smoke. And then once it hits probably around 125, I'll try to give it a quick sear just to give it a nice color. Should be fun. Cheers, guys. As always, here you go, Kyle. Let's get a cheers. With your fruit punch mustache. It's really good summer beer for sure. Well, guys, we're going to enjoy this. I'll be back in a couple hours just to show you how to take this out, put it in the ice bath. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my beer. Kyle's going to enjoy his fruit punch. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Alright, it's been 6 hours. It's been beeping for around a half a minute. So let me turn this off. There we go. Pull these out. Now what I got here is a container with around 3/4 of an inch of water. And I'm gonna, ooh, that's hot. I'm gonna put both these in here in the water, and then you're gonna shock chill them. So you just take some ice, pour it on top, and the water, of course, as it cools down, is gonna help it chill. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put this in the fridge. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and cold. I'll probably change the water one more time because it's pretty warm right now. It just came out of the sous vide bath. And it's just gonna sit in the fridge overnight, and then I'll meet up with you guys tomorrow. We'll take these out. They're gonna be cold, they're gonna be wet, they're gonna be ready to really absorb some smoke. The meat definitely absorbs smoke better when it's wet and cold. So perfect thing to do ahead of time if you can. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, welcome back. It's the next day. They're still, those two tri-tips are still vacuum packed, sealed in the fridge. I'm going to leave them in there until I'm ready to throw them on. I want them nice and cold. I just want to kind of show you how I got the kettle grill set up here. And it looks like I'm running, I had this go for around 15 minutes. It's just under 150, which is perfect. I don't know if you can see this. I got some charcoal right over here. I got a little snake method. And I'm going to lay some pieces of hickory wood on here, but I didn't want to do that right now. I didn't want to add some smoke until later. And please excuse the noise, the landscapers, the house next door. But that's it. So I'm just going to give it another 10 minutes or so, try to get the heat stabilized. I'll go grab those tri-tips. I'm going to save the juice in the bag because that's going to be added to our gravy, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to have some mashed potatoes and green beans with this, so looking forward to this. So we'll be back in a second. Alright, so I just took them out of the fridge. You can see there's a lot of juice in here. Like I said, I'm going to save that for the au jus for the gravy. And we're just going to apply a little bit more of the seasoning. I'm not going to dry it off like I normally do after I remove from the bag for sous vide, because I want to keep it wet to get some smoke on it. So I'll cut these out and get them on a tray. I'll meet you outside. Alright, here they are out of the bags. I didn't dry them off. I did apply a little bit more of the rubs on each one, as you can see. And I'll grab these. We'll go outside. We'll get them on the kettle grill. Alright, it's been around another 10 minutes. Let's take a look here. It's running closer to 200, which I figured. It's kind of hard to regulate it that precisely. Alright, so I'm just going to lay some hickory wood chips here. Put one there. Put one there. I don't even know. It's probably not even going to make it that far. Oops. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put these on the opposite end of the coals. Whoops. I'll keep that there. And I'm going to put a temperature, because like I said, I don't want to overcook this. It's already perfectly cooked. There we go. Whoops. I got the bottom vent halfway open and the top vent fully open. Let's see here. I got it set the alarm to go off at 123. Let me turn it on here. See where we're at, and let me start the timer. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. Okay, let's see. The temperature should come in a second. Alright, 53 degrees, 49 degrees. So there you go. I'm going to try to keep them on as long as possible. This thing I think is hovering right around 200 degrees. That's probably as high as I want to have it. If it gets too hot, I'll try to close off that top vent a little bit. I'm going to go inside, enjoy a beer. We'll be back in a little bit. Alright, it's approaching a half hour, 28 minutes. 44 seconds. One's 93. That's the one closest, I guess, to the coals. 164. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's saying it's right under 200, the temperature. I just put another piece of wood here. Oops, totally missed the mark on that. Oops. Alright. Alright, looking good. You know what? I think I'm going to flip them over. They're still kind of cold to the touch here. I'm gonna rotate them here. Put this one over here. Alright. Get the cover on quick before this burns all the wood. Want to get some smoke on it after all. Let's see what the new readings are since I've flipped them. Alright, they're a little more evenly matched here, 88 and 80. But it's probably not going to take that long here, so I'll keep an eye on it. Once it hits 123, I'm just going to give it a sear. I don't want it to go any higher than 135, and doing right over the coals, the temperature can rise pretty quick, so this shouldn't take long at all. Hopefully you get 45 minutes. Maybe I'll even get an hour, I'm not sure. We'll see. Alright, we're just over an hour, 116, 110. I think I might do a spot check here. I'm just concerned about overcooking them, which I don't want to, but I can tell they're taking out some smoke. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of getting dark out here. But let me just do a couple of readings here. Alright, we're still well below our 135. Yeah, 110, 111. It's probably hovering right around 110. Let's see this one. This one's warmer. It's because it's getting closer to the flames. 117. Alright, you know what? I'm going to probably give them another 5 minutes. And then I'm going to take them off. And I'm going to move all these charcoals that haven't burned together and make a little bit of a fire and let it catch and get nice and hot for the final sear. So I'm not going to go too far. These are just about done, and like I said, I don't want to overcook them, but let's see if we can give them a little bit more smoke. Yeah, there's a good piece of wood on there. Be back in a few minutes. Alright, it's been around 5 more minutes. It's getting dangerously close at 123. So I'm going to take these off and get these charcoals arranged nicely. We'll be back in a second. Alright, as you see, I've added more charcoal. These have been sitting off for a few minutes here. I got this nice spinning grate from Barbecue Dragon. So I can place these over here. There we go. So the cool thing about this spinning grate, so I'm just going to spin it right like this. Put a little sear on these tri-tips for a few minutes. Put some neighbor kids screaming in the background. Alright, there you go. We'll just sear these up. We'll be back in a second. Alright, this one's been going over the hot coals for probably around a minute. Move this one a little bit back. There we go. There we go. I'll give this another 60 seconds. We'll flip them over. We should be done. Alright. Think it's time to flip these. Whew. We'll do this one first. Yeah, it's got a nice little char on it. Whoops. Only negative, I guess, with the spinning grate is that it spins. So sometimes it's hard. But yeah, I find if you position one steak that you can put right over it, and then when I'm done, I'll just be able to put this one over it. It just kind of makes it so much easier. If you get any flare-ups, just spin both of them out of the way. So, very nice. Alright, a couple more minutes, we'll be done. Alright, let's see. We'll do a temperature reading. I think they're just about done. I just want to make sure we don't overcook them. I don't know if you can see, the light's really bad out here, and I apologize. It got dark quick. Yeah, we're still fine. 116. Let's see what this one's registering. Well, this one's a little bit warmer. Okay, well, you know what? I think they're just about done. They're fully cooked. We just really need to heat this up for serving temperature. So this is certainly warm enough to serve. So take these off. I'll meet you guys inside. All right, here we go. They are done. Just thought you might want to take a close look. Oh, they look good. I'm not sure what seasoning is which. This one has got a little more crispy. I think might be the one with more spices in it. Hence it's a little more crispy. I think this was just a basic. But we'll slice into one of these, see how it looks in the inside, and more importantly, have a taste test. Be right back. Here we are, against the grain. Usually that means you cut at the triangle point right here, the midsection up to this way, and then you can change it up a little bit. But let's just see. Oh man, it smells good. Alright, let's see here. Alright, look at the juice. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it looks a little bit more cooked than like if I just took it, if I would have yesterday, right out of the sous vide bath, just thrown it on the grill for a few minutes each side, I think it would have been more red. I think because I cooled it, chilled it, and heated it up. But I definitely smell smoke. You know what, I'm just gonna, I can't wait. I wanted to get everyone else out here to try it, but let me try a little piece there. Oh yeah. Wow. You can definitely taste the smoke. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm going to continue to slice some pieces here. We'll get the family out. We'll try this in just a second. Alright, since I sliced this a few minutes ago, it's oxidized a little bit. It definitely looks more rare than when I first sliced it, as you could probably tell now. So, man, it's delicious. Alright, I'm going to get the family out here. We're going to try some of this. Be right back. Alright, welcome back. The whole family. My wife Monica,
hey,
my son Kyle. I got some forks here. Grab a fork, Kyle. Whichever one you want. I'll grab this one. Try this one first, because that has the regular... I guess it's the salt and pepper blend, I think, with a little bit of garlic. Tell me what you think.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Now, can you guys taste smoke?
Yeah.
Can
And not
you taste smoke
not too
compared
much.
to sous vide? Yeah? It's good?
That is amazing.
Alright, now if you try one on this side, Kyle.
Okay, now try one of these.
It's a little more spicy. Whoops.
It's not spicy.
Well, it's got more spices in it.
Make some more season, not spicy.
More seasoning. Yeah, that's the right word.
That's good too.
Wow. I think I prefer that one because it's got a little more zip. But you
But
can
they're
see
both really good.
they're both cooked perfectly. Great thing about sous vide. And then yeah, I just had heated it up like I would do a brisket or a pork shoulder. Man, it came out really good. What do you think, Kyle? Which one do you like better? This one?
That one?
I thought you would.
But I like them both.
It's one of your favorites, isn't it, Kyle? Tri-tip in general? You're always asking me to make it.
Prime rib, I do. But...
No, prime rib. Well,
you love tri-tip.
Yeah. Tri-tip's a little bit more affordable than prime rib.
I like it just as much, especially when you sous vide it, because you can take a cut of meat that's not real pricey, and this is like a prime rib.
I think he likes it the way he's shoveling it in.
Yeah, it's good.
As always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing, and I'll leave a link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Cheers.